I'm recording now. So this is the Macintosh desktop. Whenever you turn on your computer, this is the first thing that you're going to see. Most of your folders are going to be on the desktop. What I want you to do when you turn yours on, when you have your computer, is to make your own folder. One thing you do need for this class is your own jump drive to save your information to, because periodically we'll clean off the computers. If you don't have one, save it to a folder. And here's how you can make a folder. First of all, hold down the Control key. I'm going to click and choose New Folder. Have a look at your mouse. If you notice, a Macintosh computer or an Apple computer, there's no right click and left click on your mouse. To do a right click, you'll have to hold down the Control key to do most of the things if you're used to using a Windows. I've created a new folder. I'm going to give it a name, just put my name on it. I've already got another one on the desktop. But I've created it from there. Okay, no problem, yeah. Hold down Control and click. And that'll give you your pop-up window, and then you can choose New from there. Here's the next thing to know. All of your programs that you're ever going to use are at the bottom of your screen. If you move your mouse to the bottom of the screen, they'll pop up and they'll look like this. And you can see I've got a lot of different programs on my computer. Yours is going to look a little different. Most of the design software we're going to use looks like these icons. Little PS, little ID, FI, FC, those things. The internet, to use it, is this icon right here. It's the Safari icon. One click will open it up. And if I move my mouse away, the dock will go away. Just like any regular web browser, this is where you can get on the internet to surf around. The class Moodle page. How many of y'all have logged into Moodle yet? A lot of classes are using them. You can go directly to it by typing in moodle.mc.edu. That's what I'll do for mine. Log in, be sure you know your password, email address. Okay. Yours is going to look different, but these are the classes that I'm teaching. I want you to look for the Art 205 Section A. And I'm going to turn on student mode just so you can see exactly what I'm saying. So this is what our Moodle page will start to look like. As the semester moves on, I'm going to add on more things to each little section. For today, this is just the introduction to the class. You get an idea of what we're going to cover today. Hey, I even have a homework assignment for you for next time. But this is where you can log in and get some information. If you ever need any class notes, I told you I don't have a book, but I give you your notes. So look here at the bottom, class notes number 1. I'm going to click on it and download it. Fancy little icon will shoot down. Your downloads folder, that one automatically opened up. Well, that's okay. If you download anything, move your mouse to the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and there is your downloads folder. If I click on it, it'll actually pop up, and you can see there's the class notes that I downloaded. There's also applications. You can see there's lots of applications in there, other empty folders, but for the downloads, that's where that's at. If you want to open up that folder, click on the little Open in Finder, and it'll have its own little window right here. You can drag to the desktop to move things around. Everybody with me? Like I said, very simple. It's more of a refresher. These are the notes for today, little things that I've typed up that you can use for using the computer. So if you need to go back, here's how you can change up the windows, different viewers. Here's some keyboard commands that are really that we're going to be using a lot. How to do searching in the computer, and a little more information about the dock, and also using the internet, and the menu bars. All of this is what I'm going to go over. If you want to print off your notes, have your own copy, you can print them off either in here or before you get to class, but I don't require you to have to print them off. You can save them to your desktop, open them up whenever you want to. Just trying to save paper. Okay, so back to the Moodle page for today. Also at the top, you can get a copy of the syllabus, and I have some frequently asked questions. These are just different things that would usually come up in class, and this is what I'll go over for today. Let's see, so how can you find assignments? On the Moodle page. If you come in late and you need to find out what to do, go to the Moodle page. Or if you miss a class, this is where you can find your information. Every day, this is what you need to bring to class. You definitely need your own jump drive. You need a pencil and something to take notes with, and a notebook. So these are just things that will help you out. I'm okay with you listening to music as you work. It's totally fine by me if you bring an iPod or if you want to bring music and listen to it on your computer. But you must have headphones in when you're listening to it. The only time you can't listen to music is when I'm lecturing or when I'm doing a demonstration. So if I see you doing it, no, not at all. Take them out, listen to me while I'm lecturing. If you're working, it's okay, you can listen to music for that. If I can hear your music, it's way too loud. If I can hear it, somebody else can. Keep your music low. How many times can you miss a class? 7 times. 8th one, it's an absence. Here's some important dates if you need to drop a class or if you want to change out of a class to keep in mind. For late work, this is how I handle late work. If you turn in work past the due date, I take off 1 letter grade for every day that it's late. So if something is due on a Wednesday and you turn it in to me on a Thursday, what's the highest grade you can make? B. You turn it in on a Friday, what's the highest grade you make? C. So on and so forth. This includes weekends. So if you turn in work on a Saturday, it'll also count off on you that way. How do you turn in work on a Saturday? Office is one way. Another way is you can upload it to Moodle or you can email it to me. The main thing is it's on you to get it to me as soon as possible. Okay? Every day that it's off, it's counted 1 letter grade off. If you're late to class or if you miss a class, let me know why, and then log into Moodle to find out what you missed or find out what we're covering. Here we are. Here's the dates that the Mac Lab is open and the times as well. Y'all know where the restrooms are around here? Everybody asks me this question. Go out this door, take a left all the way to the end, or go up the stairs all the way to the top. You can't miss it. For some reason, everybody asks me, will we get out of class early? What are we doing today? Class time depends on what we're doing and how well you pay attention. Usually, I will lecture for the first couple of 20, 30 minutes, and the rest of the time is on you to finish the project. So how fast you work depends on you. If you finish a project early, you're free to go. You're welcome to stay and play around on the computer if you want to, but if you're done and we have nothing else to do, you are free to go at your leisure. Cool? And finally, does artistic ability count for your grade? No. I'm mainly looking for, can you use the software? Do you know Photoshop, Illustrator, or InDesign? Now, if you're an awesome artist, I want to see you put your awesomeness into your work as well. There's going to be some opportunities for you to do your own expression, but if you can't draw or can't design too well right now, it's totally okay. I'm not going to count off for art. I'm mainly looking, do you know the software? All right, so that's your tour of Moodle. If you want to download something, so for instance, this first assignment that we have, I'm going to require you to download this info sheet. So we'll simply click on it. In my case, you saw the little icon, download to it. It goes to the downloads folder. I can click on it and find it right here. I can actually move it off to down here. For using the Windows or any type of screen or thing that's on your screen, if you want to minimize it or close it out, look at the very top left-hand side. There's 3 different buttons. There's a red, a yellow, and a green. Let me show you the yellow one first. The yellow one will take the entire window and minimize it down to your dock. So within 1 click, brings it down and it hides. So now you can see what's behind it. To bring it back, move your mouse to the bottom right-hand side. You can see a little icon of it down at the very bottom right side of it. Click on it, and it will bring it back up from there. And that's what the yellow button allows you to do. If you need to resize something quickly, so let's say I need to make the size of this window much smaller, you can click on the bottom right-hand side. Notice that my cursor turns into a double arrow. Click and drag, and that'll usually resize any window that you have. If you want to make it bigger really quickly, click on the green icon, and it'll bring it back out to the full size, or pull it back down to small. Easy, easy. The last one you can hit is the red icon. This will close out a window completely. Completely gone. But However, just because you've closed out a window does not mean you've quit a program. What was the name of the program that we used to surf the internet? Safari. Notice at the very top right-hand side, left-hand side, you've got the name Safari up here. Safari is still running. If you need to quit out of something, click on the name of it and choose Quit Safari or Photoshop or InDesign, whatever as you're working from. That's how you quit out of a program. So to open it up, all you do is click on the icon, to close it. You can go back up here to quit out of it. I'm going to open up my folder. One thing I suggest you get into a habit of doing is making folders for every project that you do. So for instance, today we're going to do a project called an info sheet. We're going to get you to download that project. So I'm going to make a new folder inside of this folder. What button should I hold down to make a new one? See who was paying attention. Control. Control button will give me my new folder creation right there. I'm just going to call this info sheet project. And I've got it up here already. In Apple, there's a couple of different ways you can view what's inside of a folder. To change these ways up, look at these top 4 icons up here. The first icon allows you to view everything as an icon by itself. So if I was to drag this folder into here, all you see are just the different icons. Of course, I can't do that one. Notes and everything. The second icon allows you to view things as a list. And so now everything's just kind of listed out. This is the way I kind of prefer to do it. I'll show you why. First of all, I can categorize everything either alphabetically, by its name. If I click on the word name, I can do reverse alphabetical order, or by the date that I created it. And so if I want to find the newest thing that I created, you can see I made this today, or if I saved a file and I know I saved it on a certain day, this is one way I can find it quickly this way. Also, you can see the size of different documents and what kind of documents they are as well. The next one is kind of a tree structure. So the third icon, if you click on this, you can see where the folders are located. So you can see this one is on my desktop under Ben Ivy. Here's my folder inside of here. And if I had more folders, you can open those up as well. The final one is the most cool one. If you have a lot of pictures, this will give you a little preview. First of all, let me back up. Okay, there we go. If you have a lot of photographs that you're working with, you can see a little preview of what those pictures would look like. Or if you have something that has image data to it, you can see it. To make it bigger, you can click on the center part and pull down. It'll make those bigger as well. Tell you what, let's open up another one. This one has a lot of stuff in it. Remember the bottom right? You can change it. Now I can kind of scroll through. I'm using my arrow keys to see where each of my documents are. And it's just a great way of quickly finding your information if you don't know what it looks like or don't remember what the name of it was from there. Again, that's the very last document that's up here. I'm going to go back to just regular list view, and so you can list it out this way as well. Remember, red X will close it out. Let's go back to that one there. We'll put everything into this folder. So now it's all kept nice and organized for what we're doing. Questions so far? Have we gone too fast? The last thing I want you to keep in mind, whenever you need to find something, especially if you don't know where you've saved it to or you need to find something quickly, look on the very far left-hand side of any window that you have open. Usually you can quickly get to your desktop by clicking on it. So now the folders that I have here, same ones that I have on here. Or if you need to find your the applications, I should have downloads on here. Obviously I don't. We can add it to there later. But these, in one click, will allow you to open up some commonly used folders. Don't worry about the shared folders down here. Those are other computers that you can connect to. The main ones that you'll use are your desktop and your downloads folder. So here's the first project that we'll do. I'm going to pass out a sheet and you can follow along. I'll show you it and I'll also demonstrate it. I'm going to split these up, going on each side. So y'all take one, pass it down. Pass it down. While they're passing, you can watch me. First thing you're going to do If you have a jump drive, you can stick your jump drive in. Oh, by the way, the USB drives are on the right-hand side bottom of your computer. So if you need to install a USB jump drive, it's on the back right-hand side of your computer. You won't be able to see it right now, but until I give your computer back over to you. When you stick it in there, create a folder with your name on it. If you don't have a jump drive, just make one on the desktop. You'll then log into Safari and download that InfoSheet project InDesign file. Okay? With it, I'm going to double click, open it up, and this is going to open up Adobe InDesign. If it gives you some error that looks like this, like profile mismatch or font problems or anything, don't worry about it, just say OK. And we'll say OK till it all opens up. This is what your document should look like. Very, very simple, very bare bones. What I want you to do is I want you to give me some information about you, mainly your contact information, some things you want to learn, and that you understand everything that's on the syllabi. All cool? Here's how you can do it. On the far left-hand side, there's a tool that has a big T on it. This is your type tool. With the type tool, guess what you can do with it? Type. You can type with it. Use it, click inside the box, and you can see you have a little blinking cursor. Maybe you can see it better on, or I can see it on my computer, but there's a blinking cursor. Fill out all of the information that you can. So on and so forth for each of the documents. As soon as you're done, I want you to print this to the color printer. We have two printers. The one in the back corner is the color printer, the big one. The black and white printer is the one in the middle of the room here. So whenever all it prints, you can go to the back corner to pick yours up. Here's how to print something. Go to File, the very top. We'll get into drop-down menus a little more when we use this. Choose Print. Make sure the printer that's selected is the SelfLab color printer, not the black and white printer. And then choose Print from there. May take just a second, but you'll hear it fire up and print off from the back from there. Pick it up, sign your name to it, check off that you read and understand the syllabus. If you have any questions, just let me know. And that's all that we're going to be doing for today. Any questions before I let you go about how to use something on a computer or how to do anything? Told you it's going to be simple today. Next week is going to be even harder. Before I let you go, I do want to show you one thing on the Moodle page. Let me explain your homework assignment. Y'all bear with me for a second. Next week, we are going to make your own resume. How many of y'all have a resume? Cool. Very good. If you have a resume, you have information that you know you can put on a resume, I want you to bring it with you. We're all going to design your own resume, and I'm going to show you some ways of doing it using InDesign. But your homework assignment is to bring anything that your education, your work experience, any awards or interests that you had, contact information, that sort of thing. Bring that with you by next Wednesday, and that's what we're going to use to make your resume. All right, I'm going to turn your computer back over to you, and to do that, I'm just going to quit out over there. And now it works for you. And I'm going to stop it.